How's it going, everyone? I am Walter the Film Hermit, and this is my quick, non-spoiler review of Scream 2022. Not Scream 5, but Scream 2022. I guess it's the new thing that Hollywood is doing, is instead of actually putting a number on the fifth film of a franchise, they're just calling it the same title as the first movie. And then to distinguish it between the first movie and this movie, you got to note the year that it came out, which is now January 2022. And as the film refers to, this is not a sequel, it's a requel. I'll let you guys watch and understand what the hell that means. But this overall, this is a really positive review. I really liked it a lot, and I didn't necessarily expect to. I was talking to a coworker about the Scream films, and I've always been a big fan of Scream #1. I was never a big horror fan when I was a teenager, but I had a friend that really got me more and more into it. And when I saw the original Scream, I knew that that movie was something special, and I always liked watching the other movies. But it's been 25 years since the first movie came out, and I realized when I was talking to a coworker that I don't remember Scream 2 through 4. Like, I know I Scream 2 I remember the most because it came out closer to the original, and I remember thinking that one was okay. But Scream 3 I completely had forgot, and I'd only watched Scream 4 once, and that's over 10 years ago, and I completely forgot that one too. And that was the only one I didn't have. So to quickly kind of just go over the physical media that I have for Scream, I just picked up finally the 25th anniversary of the original film. This is the 4K Blu-ray that Paramount released last year. When this came out last year, it was really, really popular and sold out, and they had to delay it because so many people were buying it. And the Steelbook actually is pretty much gone and out of print because it was so popular. A lot of people were saying they were gonna get this and the Steelbook because they were such big fans of the movie. I was fine with just getting this copy. I think they're selling the Steelbook on Amazon for like $90. It's completely ridiculous. There's a possibility maybe they'll reprint it, but who knows. But I looked all over the house and I couldn't find it. I had Scream 1, 2, and 3 in a Blu-ray combo pack, and I just watched Scream 2 and 3 over the past couple weeks, and I can't find it in all my mess of movies. I was organizing and it got mixed up and wanted to show you guys for the video. I can't find it, but I'll put an image of it here. This came out a few years back. I think this came out when the fourth movie came out. And then for the life of me, I didn't have a copy of the fourth movie, and I couldn't order one that didn't take 2 or 3 weeks to arrive. So I did what I normally don't do. I did a digital copy for $4. It was only $5. I bought, not rented. And then I was all caught up, ready for the fifth one. Man, I'm a little late. I think the movie's been out a little bit closer to 2 weeks, maybe a week. I don't know. I've been off this week, and my time's all off. But this new movie, I just checked it out tonight, and I have to say it was pretty amazing. Now, I can't really talk about this movie without spoiling it, but a lot of it is pretty much what you would expect. This girl in a house, she gets a phone call, and it's the killer. He asks her about scary movies, but the thing about these movies is not about what happens, it's about how they do it and how everything's executed. And I have to say that the way they execute the story and the characters in the movie are interesting, and it just kind of pulls you in, and I just can't believe it. Like, this is the 5th time they've done this. And is it as good as the original? No, it's not as good as the original. None of them are. But I would say I enjoyed this one a little more than the fourth one that I just watched again a week ago. This has really, really good writing, some good jump scares, and the story goes in a direction that I just didn't expect. I was looking up the directors for this film, and there's a couple guys I hadn't heard of, and I want to try to get their names as accurate as possible. It's directed by Matt Bettolini-Olphin and Tyler Gillett. I had never heard of them before, but they did direct Ready or Not with Samara Weaving, and I saw that a couple years ago, and I thought that was really, really good. So they were a good choice. This is the first Scream movie not directed by Wes Craven. Wes Craven directed the first 4 Scream movies, and it's a legend in horror, and he passed away a few years ago, and this is the first film without him, and the movie's dedicated to him because he directed a great horror movie with Scream back in 1996, and he's done a lot of great horror movies. He actually created the original Nightmare on Elm Street, so he's very well known in the horror community. So this was a little sad this first time that he wasn't able to direct a film, but another nice thing I liked about this movie, the returning characters do come back. You do get to see Neve Campbell back as Sidney Prescott, and then Courtney Cox returns as Gale Weathers, and then you get David Arquette coming back as good old Dewey. So I have to say, I can't really say much about the plot other than what I've said. I would say that if you haven't seen the other Scream movies, I would at least watch the first movie, and then you could probably get into this one. But for me, I just wanted to rewatch all of them. I wasn't sure where they were gonna go with this one. This movie has good performances of really good actors in it, and it's got a really, really good screenplay, and it's fun. It's a really good movie. So great little popcorn horror movie. I do recommend that you guys do check it out. It's kind of weird going to the theaters right now. I had my mask on the entire time, and a little story about that. I have a love-hate experience with movies. Like, I am the film Hermit. I love watching movies here, but I do see why theaters are important. But a lot of times when I go to the theaters, there's things that take away from the experience. Like, one, having to have a mask on the whole time. And number two, there was someone in my aisle and their phone alarm was on. And like, they didn't turn it off. And I looked over and it keeps going off, and they just look at me like it's not me. And I'm like, it has to be you. It's coming from your direction. So I thought maybe someone left their phone on the seat. And then this woman finally realizes that it's her phone. So she finally gets it out of her purse, and then it takes a while to turn it off. So I missed a good 1 or 2 minutes of the opening sequence. It kind of took me out of it because this alarm just kept going off over and over again. So I don't know, this theatrical experience, we really got to work on trying to get this better. So not to repeat myself over again, I'm going to give Scream 2022, not Scream 5, thumbs up. Check it out. It's good fun. And that's my quick review of Scream. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. Thank you all for watching, and you have a great day.